Hello, everyone. I'm Xiaobei Li. I'm very delighted to have Ning to accept my invitation to participate in the AOM paper presentation and then join me in the exploration of HR attribution research and practice. Overall speaking, this line of research has been progressed for 2 decades and investigates the question of how employees can understand HR practices as organization intended to enhance HR effectiveness. Scholars have consistently found that organizational HR investment may not be recognized by employees, and employees have different attributions of HR practices. So Ning, from your extensive HR management perspective, do you observe employee interpret HR practices differently? Any specific examples?
Oh, yes, thank you, Professor Lee. I do like to share some HR practices, especially in sales function, which may be the common department as an example. First is sales incentive scheme. It is one of the most important HR practices as it is a very critical part of employees' total reward structure and also the key driver for company to achieve the business target. And here is a real case. When designing the incentive scheme, from company's strategic perspective to ensure the balanced achievement across all the products and strengthen the company's resilience in the competitive environment. Some associated requirements will be set among different product lines. For instance, product B's incentive is eligible unless meet a certain sales achieved bar for product A. However, salespeople may hold conflicting views about this arrangement. They might argue that product A is difficult to sell while product B sells more easily. And the sales revenue for product B I have achieved is higher than the company's combined target for A plus B. And I can use minimal time, effort, or related resources to achieve it. So even the product A fails to meet its requirement, I should still receive the due bonus for product B. So I think the reason for this conflict is whether business leader has fully communicated the business goal the company aims to achieve through the incentive plan, and whether business leader explained the key factors considered in the designing stage, whether the employees have the trust on leader's judgment and agree on the business future direction. And more importantly, I think whether they believe that business success is a foundation to make sure on the job security and the individual sustainable development. And the incentive scheme is the most appropriate plan under current status. And another case I like to share is about training. It's very interesting. For employees, is training a recognition or a warning? When an employee is assigned to attend like key account management training course, he or she may wonder, is my line manager implying that I am underperforming in managing key alliance? Is this training a warning that I must improve urgently? Otherwise, I will have a lower performance rating. Such perceptions may trigger negative reactions. But however, the line manager's intent is the opposite. He wants to support this employee to handle higher level clients, to cover larger territories through this training, thereby to accelerate the opportunity for the promotion. So in summary, I think leaders' credit and the professional HR practices from design to communicate to execute are critical for successful HR implementation.
Thank you. I think the incentive scheme and the training plan are most relevant for employees. From the system perspective, we know that a bundle of HR practices can work with each other to enhance the HR effectiveness. So how, from the organization perspective, to frame the high performance working system from implementation to minimize the negative HR attributions?
Yes, specific HR practices are not isolated.
Mhm.
And they are key components to constitute an organization's comprehensive work system. And I think a high performance work system is a foundation to achieve business goal. And the key is the employee is an actual executor. So employees' ownership is a key to minimize the negative impact on framing high performance work system. For example, still in sales function, engage sales managers in developing business strategy, involving in the interview process to find the right person, providing feedback or comments in incentive scheme structure and performance appraisal system, and also encourage everyone to have an individual development plan to align the training resources the company will provide. So let the employees see the whole picture, encourage employees to contribute from planning to implementation so that the work system will be organic and to be a high performance work system positively. Yeah.
So if we think out of the system as the HR director, how do you make sure that employee can have the ownership and can see the whole picture?
This is something we are always working on to figure out the best way forward. Like to embed this kind of culture into every HR initiatives, encourage management team to be the role model, to create an open and transparent communication way to all relevant employees, and share actively about why to design, what's the methodology and the detailed action plan, and what's the impact to individual level. Yeah.
I have a very tricky question. So how would you define the most relevant employees in HR practices?
Yeah, this must link to what we want from the employee level and what expectations they can provide, and finally, how to benefit their future personal development.
So there will be individualized consideration about the employees' growth and development.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I think this is a very good practice, and we can continue to do so to explore the HR attribution research and practice. And I will tell you about our recent research findings and hope we can collaborate further and to enhance the HR effectiveness and the employee well-being in a long run together.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.